Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy Airboy, and I'm back doing another FanBoyAaron review, and this time I'm taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86, number 4, Hot Rod. And like most reviews, we're going to take a look at the box first. So there he is. Transformers the movie, the original animated movie from 1986. Hence the name 86 Hot Rod. Autobot Hot Rod. There's some artwork there of Hot Rod. Lighting our darkest hour. This side of the box, more artwork of Hot Rod. He is a Voyager class. Really, he's just a deluxe class with a bunch of crap. So they just upped the price tag to Voyager class price just because of all the additional stuff he comes with. Anyway, here he is again. In the back of the box, nothing at the top worth mentioning, or the bottom. He transforms in 29 steps. Don't worry, it's not that complicated. Enough of the box. Let's bring in Hot Rod. Now, despite his name, Hot Rod does not turn into a hot rod. He turns into some kind of futuristic sports car from the distant future of 2005. The 80s were really horrible at telling the future. If Back to the Future has taught me anything, it's that the 80s sucks at predicting what's going to happen. Oh yeah, here's Hot Rod in his futurist car mode, and yeah, it's very flat, very aerodynamic. I mean, the color scheme definitely screams Hot Rod, but otherwise, I'd say this is more like a really sleek race car or something. I really like the color pattern here. There's a nice Autobot logo. I do like the color scheme. I do like the red. I don't like how the red here around the windshield's a different color than the plastic used up. But there's more here to kind of even it out. But still, I would have preferred if they just did entirely in the bright red instead of this pale pinkish red here around the windshield and on the front. Here's underneath the vehicle. You can pretty much see how things are going to work out. And yes, you've guessed it. The top of the hood does not become the robot mode chest. Your legs. Very nice silver there on the exhaust pipes. Very, very big spoiler. He rolls super duper well. Alright. It pretty much covers the car mode from the distant future of 2005. Oh yeah, he comes with quite a lot of crap, as stated, due to his Voyager class price point, despite being a deluxe class size. He comes with, those aren't his. He comes with this little buzzsaw weapon. Kind of looks like a pizza cutter. I do like the little molded in detail to kind of give off the vibe that it's like spinning really fast. He also comes with 2 guns. Each one looks different. Let's go over each of them one at a time. Now they are done in a silver. They are done in a red plastic painted over silver. Don't look half bad. Here's the other one. Again, very nice. And last but not least, he comes with the Autobot Matrix of Leadership. This one kind of has a little paint error. Oh, wait, that's not last but not least. He also comes with 3 effects parts. He comes with this little part that attaches to the Matrix. I will go over how that works when we get to the robot mode. And we got these 2 little flame effect parts. Now, you can attach them to the weapons, like that. I'll show that off in robot mode a little more. Or you can attach them to the vehicle mode, like so. I think they're mainly designed for the vehicle mode, to be honest with you. And it makes it look like he's going like really, really fast and he's burning things out. Like, that looks really cool. Alright. Now, you can't store all the accessories, like the effect. Well, if you want to, you can leave the effect parts on, except for the matrix part. Yeah, unfortunately, there's nowhere to store these in the vehicle mode. You can, however, store all of his weapons. The tabs on the both sides of the guns. And there are these slot holes on the top of the vehicle. Just peg it in place. Like so. You can take the saw. There's also these slot holes here. That'll attach to the guns. So you can have everything stored on the vehicle mode, and yeah, that just looks stupid. I mean, the two guns doesn't look too bad, but honestly, I'd leave pretty much everything off of them on the vehicle mode. Remove these. Alright, let's do some vehicle mode size comparisons. Here he is with one of my last reviews, the Earthrise Blue Streak. Silver Streak. In my household, he is called Silver Streak, no exceptions. As you can see, you don't look half bad next to Silver Streak. Here he is with Cliff Jumper. See how one red car looks next to another. Here he is with Ratchet. Just in case you're wondering how that works out. And last but not least, here he is next to Optimus Prime. Alright, let's transform this guy, shall we? Now, first thing we're going to want to do is, let me think. Doesn't matter how many times I practice, it's a complicated, well, it's not super complicated, but it's complicated enough. What we want to do, oh, want to come under here. And untab the arms from the tailpipes like that. Just pull them slightly out of the way. Aside from connecting here, they also connect, the arm also connects via tab right there. So you got to pull that out as well. Get that out of the way. Then from here you want to split the legs just a little and get this part up. Lift it around, rotate it, just keep it out of the way. And from here, what we want to do is we want to take the hood of the car, flip it open, like so. Take these two headlight parts here and get the camera to focus a little better. Flip them inside, just like that. And from here, it's just a matter of getting things out of the way so you can move other things. Open this up a bit. And we should be able to bring this, oh, you can flip the head down like that, which should clear the way for you to close that up and flip this down inside, like so. And it should allow you to screw something up. Yeah, I did, okay. I forgot one little step. You want to rotate this. Wait, did you want to rotate that? Yeah, you want to rotate that around. You want to rotate this part around so it's facing this way. And then we should be able to okay, what am I doing wrong? I'm clearly doing something wrong. Okay, maybe don't do that. What am I doing wrong? No, that's not right. Hold on. Okay, despite transforming this guy 500 million times beforehand, I still screwed up. But I solved the problem. What you want to do is you want to take this whole chest assembly and rotate it so that the chest is facing inward. And then fold it down. Wait, what? Am I still screwing it up? What am I doing wrong now? Okay, I'm not doing anything. Okay. I just didn't have it lined up correctly. There we go. And from here, what we're going to do, let's do the legs next. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. This part here, you just fold it down, and it'll clip nice and securely onto his back. Raise the camera a little bit. I don't know why, but it's always the chest transformation part I always screw up. No matter how many times I practice. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. Anyway, next, what we want to do is we're going to come back here. You want to make them do splits a little bit so you can get things out of the way a little easier. You disconnect these parts and lift them up, like so. Then just rotate the waist. Pull the legs out, like that. Like that. We come back here, we flip the feet down, like so. Then we come in here, we fold that in, and that'll clip in there. Repeat the process. Fold everything in, like that. There we go. And last but not least, what we want to do is we want to come to the arms, take this little panel, flip it up. Get the camera to focus. There we go. Yeah, you take this panel, you flip it up, rotate it, flip it down, and it'll rest, the round part will rest in that octagon-shaped hole right there. It's a little hard to see. Like that. Repeat the process on the other side. Fold out the fingers a little bit. Make sure everything's orientated properly, and we are done. Here we have Hot Rod in his robot mode, and yeah, as far as screen accuracy goes, this guy is very spot on to the original animated film. Like, I've seen a lot of people compare this guy to the Masterpiece version, which is supposed to be a high-end, much better version of a Transformer figure. And, yeah, a lot of people say this guy's actually better than the Masterpiece. And granted, the Masterpiece is a bit older, so I will give it a little slack in that regard. But it is considered the more expensive and supposedly the better of the Hot Rod figures. But everyone says that this one is the better one. And I can see why. This thing looks really, really good. Very, very sleek design. Practically nothing in the terms of hanging vehicle parts. I mean, one could argue that the backs of his legs are a little thick, and this panel here might be a bit of a problem, but, you know, compared to a lot of other Transformers backpacks, this is very nice. It's a very slim, very well compact design, and I very much love how Hasbro tackled this guy. It is an absolutely amazing, well thought out figure. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint. You can go all the way around. You can look up about that far and look down about that far. Get camera to focus. There we go. The arms, they can rotate all the way around, but the fin or whatever on the back, I know what that thing's called. Why don't I? The spoiler. The spoiler in the back does get in the way of that. Then go out about that far. There is. If I have one gripe with this figure, it's that these panels do like to pop out a little too easily. Anyway, there is bicep rotation. quite a bit over 90 degrees of bend. There is wrist articulation. The fingers can open and close. There is waist articulation. You can go all the way around. The legs, you can kick up that high. You can kick back, not quite that far. They can do the full splits. He's got full bend at the knee. Oops. He does have thigh rotation. And the feet can bend up like that. They can bend down just a little bit. And he's got ankle tilt. So this guy is very, very poseable. Like, you can get him in some very good looking poses, as you can plainly see. He is quite the display piece. Now I'm going to go ahead and show off all of his accessories and gimmicks before we get into the size comparisons. Now, if you want, you can totally give him his guns. Put him in his hands, like so. And if you don't want him using the guns, you can still totally store them on the back, just like that. And you can hold them in both hands. And if you want to, you can totally put the effects parts into the gun, make it look like he's shooting it. Aside from the guns, you can also have the saw. The way that works, see, is that you open this up. Wait, actually, how does that work? It's been a while since I've actually done that. I think, how do I do that? Oh, I remember now. Okay, you fold this down, close up his hand, rotate it around like that, close it back up, and just take the saw and plug it into that port, like so. And now he has a saw weapon. Aside from this hand also has that gimmick, however, you can't plug the saw into it because this hand is sporting a neat little welder. That's a pretty cool little gimmick. I would have preferred another port, because I prefer melee weapons being in the right hand, but, you know, it is what it is, and, you know, it isn't that bad. I'm going to remove this. Now, the rotating tool hands aren't the only thing he's got. He also has a neat little visor equipped in his head. And the way that works is you just lift the top of it open, like so. You take this little transparent blue piece and you just flip it around. You close the head, and now he's got a little visor. And that is really, really cool. I do like that. But we're going to put it back in there for now. I don't know if he ever used it in the movie or not. I'll have to look that up. But still, it is a lovely little gimmick. And I only have like one other figure that has something that's kind of like that. Alright, and last but not least, we're going to cover the Matrix. Now, unfortunately, there's nowhere to store it in robot mode. However, thanks to the opening hands, there's one neat little thing you can do. You raise his hands up like so. I'll raise the camera a little bit so you can see what the hell I'm doing. Now, if you want to, just put the Matrix in his hands like this. Take the little effect part, plug it in, and now with that equipped, he can now light our darkest hour and become Optimus Prime. But not yet. That's for my next review. And, well, anyway, that's really cool. Very nice little movie references with this guy. Just with the accessories alone. So, you know, you can kind of excuse the Voyager class point. I'll go more into that here in a second. Let's do some robot mode. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give him his guns. Well, I like them being armed when I do the robot mode comparisons. Sometimes I forget, but I prefer having them holding their weapons when I do robot mode comparisons. Alright. Alright, now for comparison. Well, freaking camera. One of these days I'm going to have to invest in a better camera. Now, for robot mode comparisons. Here he is next to Silver Streak or Blue Streak, whatever you want to call him. Under my roof he is Silver Streak. Yeah, he's a little bit taller than Silver Streak, but honestly, they don't look bad together. I mean, I could see them as part of, like, the same unit or whatever. Here he is next to Cliff Jumper. And Cliff Jumper's just shorter than everybody. Anybody and everybody. There he is next to Ratchet. And now I think about it, he is a little taller than your average deluxe, kind of like Ratchet and Ironhide, so yeah, that combined with the fact he comes with all the extra stuff, maybe he is worth the Voyager class price point. And last but not least, here he is with Optimus Prime. Out of the way, Hot Rod! Leave a like if you got that movie reference. Alright, so I think that pretty much covers everything about this guy. Now, as he stands, he is currently 5.5 inches, and at the time of release, he was going for about $30. Now, he is roughly a little larger than your average deluxe, not quite the size of a proper Voyager. They just gave him the Voyager price point for the extra accessories, I think. But in all honesty, I think he is worth the extra $10. He is a very well-designed figure. Very good articulation, good color scheme, very movie accurate. All in all, it's just a very great figure. Now, granted, as a character, I don't think he was the best. I just feel that, you know, they could have done better as far as, you know, character development goes. Like, they just brought him in and were like, hey, here's a new guy. He's replacing Optimus. Like, there was no story arc. Like, we don't know what he's done with his life to earn that kind of position, if he's even worthy of it. Like, yeah, if they brought him in, like, half a season of a show worth prior to the movie and built him up a bit, you know, development, character development, you know, words. If they gave him proper character development, I feel fans would have hated him as a character a lot less. If I were in charge of a series, that's how I'd do it. Anyway, but as a figure, I absolutely love the guy. And I do highly recommend trying to pick yourself up one. I don't know if you can still find them in stores right now. Your best bet might be eBay or Amazon, in which case he might be going for $40 or $50. I don't know. It depends on where you're looking or if you can still find them in stores. Well, anyway, this has been the Transformers Studio... Oh, wait, there's one more thing I forgot. Being a Studio Series figure, his box comes with a little insert with a background that you can display him in. And his background is the scene in the '86 movie where he and Galvatron are fighting inside of Unicron right before he becomes Optimus Prime. Alright, there we go. Covered it. And, yeah, this has been Optimus Prime. If you enjoyed the review, hit the like button, leave a nice comment, enjoy the rest of your day. And, next time, I'm going to be going over the upgraded version of this guy, Optimus Prime. And until then, I'll see you all around. Bye-bye.